Hey guys, I'm Gia.
And I'm Drea.
And welcome to another episode of the Friend in My Head podcast featuring the aunties who are happy as fuck that you decided to join us again this week after last week.
Come on, somebody. How y'all doing, the five that are back?
Listen, because them goddamn unpopular opinions hit a little different when you realize you problematic as hell too. Y'all swan dive deep into your fucking feelings about some of those opinions last week.
They didn't even take a break. They just didn't pass go. They didn't collect 200. They all the way in the feelings.
And they were wow, you went there.
Right. Y'all was definitely feeling some kind of way, and I get it. You know, it is what it is. But
the opinions hit y'all in the throat, not the throat. Hit you in the throat.
Come on. THOAK.
Yikes. I feel seen. And is
that what it is? They felt bad because they felt that same way. It sounded ugly, but they couldn't, they felt the same way.
You know what? It could have been a little of both. It could be like, wow, I can't believe these bitches really went there. And then it could be, oh shit. Why do I feel called out right now? So, you know, it could be half and half. People gonna be in your feelings. But listen, my motto, the tagline that I've always had for myself is, I ain't for everybody. I'm just gonna continue being my black ass self, and it's either gonna be one of those things you love or you can't stand, but I still gotta be me, so it's all good.
Hey, and that's all that matters. That's all we here for, you know. I don't want you to be anybody else. Don't change who you are, because it's beautiful. What you have going on this weekend?
Girl, just absolutely nothing. Just, you know, I'm here. I, watched the little mukbangs on YouTube. For those of you who don't know what mukbangs are, it's basically like people who get on camera and literally they literally eat on camera, and then they upload the shit to YouTube. But listen, before you laugh, them niggas be making some coins though. They make some coins. So I did a little bit of that. And I updated my dating profile. Listen, this is gonna be the last week that I'm gonna bring up this dating profile shit.
Look, do you got to get out there in order to get what you want. Shit.
I updated my profile, and instead of talking about, all the sweet, little sweet butterfly, little cotton candy and sugar coated shit, I was just like, look, if you are married, into men even a little bit, not circumcised, poly anything,
come on,
a liar, bullshit, or whatever, don't bother hitting me up like that. Just like that, straight like that. And so one guy swiped right, super fine. Oh, Drea. I was like, he can get me pregnant on today. Oh, no. He can get me pregnant. But then, when I finally messaged him or whatever, he was like, I read your profile and it says that you don't like uncircumcised men. And I'm from Colombia. And so I'm not circumcised. And so I unmatched. I unmatched because you were not going.
You hard on him.
I was very hard because listen, I don't care where you from. Cut that turtleneck off, nigga. It's about to be spring.
See, okay.
I can't do it. I can't do turtlenecks.
Yeah.
I can't. No.
You missing out on meat. That ain't nothing but a little extra meat. That ain't nothing but a little extra meat, girl.
I feel like it's when you're eating like a chicken wing or some shit, and you know how you might spit certain parts of it out.
First of all, you don't get to talk about anybody eating no kind of chicken wing. Let's put a pin in this, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a picture of her pathetic ass wing eating. This bitch takes maybe about 2.25 bites per wing, leaves all kinds of meat on the bone, y'all. Like, I can't even count technically what she does as eating wings. She made taste wings, but never have I. Yeah, wow. Wow is right. That's what I say each time you take a fucking picture of a plate of so-called looking about finished wings. What? They just got to the table, girl.
I hate, you know what, I'm getting to the point, honestly, where I just don't even care a whole bunch for chicken. Like, I only like flats, for one. And then yeah, and then like when I do finally eat the chicken, I just want the skin. Like, I don't want any of the rest of it. Girl, we talking about dicks and you done turned this into fucking chicken. No, I did. Never mind. No, but listen, it wasn't, you're not supposed to be on here shaming me about, listen, we're not gonna chicken shame.
No, it's no shame.
We're not finna chicken shame.
No, I just would like the fine people listening to know that you don't get to talk about nobody chicken nothing because you don't know how to eat chicken properly. Yeah. Wow is right. Well, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will discuss this after the show.
That's fine.
So, but aside from the dating thing, I want to make a really, really quick point. Just kind of veering way to the left for like a half of a second, because this is just something that annoys the shit out of me. So I'm not a super avid like adult film watcher. Like, I just, like, unless I just feel like I need it, but for the most part I can imagine things a little bit and it'll be enough for me to do what I got to do and go away. But when I do watch anything like on the Hub or X Hamster or anything like that, it's always amateur shit. And I just want to say this, for those of you who are out there unknowingly to your friends and family recording your sexual exploits and uploading them to the internet, let me just say this. No. I'm saying unbeknownst to your family. Like, your family doesn't know that you're uploading the shit. Okay. So, listen, fellas, if your girl is having a little fun time with another woman, okay, we don't need to know that you're there. Hold the goddamn camera steady, bitch. Don't come out of nowhere throwing baby oil on these women. We don't need to hear you moaning. We don't need to hear shit. We don't need you to. I saw one the other day, Drea. Out of these two women were just having the time of their life, because my favorite porn category is lesbian. Always. They're having the time of their life. And I know somebody's got to hold the goddamn camera. I get it. Right. Your boyfriend doesn't work. Ernest doesn't work. So the least he could do is hold the goddamn camera. But out of nowhere, this nigga throws some goddamn Lubriderm on these women. I'm dead ass serious. Lubriderm, bitch, not baby oil. Lubriderm, just a big blob of lotion.
What kind of good production were you watching?
Girl, listen, I be trying, and the thing is I be trying to give my amateur niggas a chance, but it's like the lighting is always horrible. The camera is shaky. Like, you have one job, Ernest. One job, and you can't even hold the damn camera steady, my nigga. Like,
wait, so the men be making noises while they're holding the camera?
Girl, they, like, the women are in there, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yes, bitch, get her, bitch. And then meanwhile, back at the ranch, all of a sudden, like, you hear these beautiful women, like, are cute, all right, I can deal with some not okay faces as long as what they're doing from the neck down. As long as what they're doing from the neck down works for me, I'm okay with the ugly bitches. But all of a sudden, like, you hear
sound like these men out here. Hey, shout out to the men. What up? Go on.
So they'll be all into it and making the amazing sexy noises and shit, and then all of a sudden you'll hear, yeah, girl, smack.
Pussy, no,
girl. What? You sucking a pussy, ma? Yes, nigga. What? That's what you recording her doing. Like, what? Why
are you sucking a pussy, ma? What? Excuse me. Gross. You're turning everybody off in the room. I don't think so.
I'm like, listen, men, if you're ever fortunate enough to land yourself in a threesome type situation, and your girl is like, look, Ernest, just hold the goddamn camera. hold it steady and shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Don't throw no props in there because nobody asked your ass to do that shit. We don't need your little bottle of baby oil that you didn't even pay for. You using your girl shit. Like, we don't need any of that. Just be quiet and hold your phone steady. Find you one good seat and an angle. And then it was one that I was watching. Girls were getting it in, and out of nowhere a dick pops into the, like, I'm talking into the lens because this nigga jacking off, and I can't even see the two women.
Girl, wait a minute. What?
Girl,
you know what?
I'm like, sir, you got one job. One goddamn job.
You watching these old Funky Finger production films, and I don't want to. I don't want no parts of it at all.
Well, what about you? What did you get into? You get into anything fancy schmancy?
No, ma'am. I was in the kitchen cooking all weekend.
Yes.
I am releasing a micro ebook series for those of you that are new to me. Hey, how you doing? I like to do a little something in the kitchen, so I have a series called Cooking for Squares, and if you are a little square in the kitchen, like at times I can be, this series is for you guys. So it's kind of shortcuts, quick recipes, but good as fuck. Yeah. That's the common thread. Good as fuck all the way through.
Listen, you about to get some of us ladies out here pregnant. We about to be pregnant.
I hope so.
I hope you got some child support, bitch. Because listen,
bitch, it ain't mine. I'm gonna act just like these dudes. It ain't mine. Can't be mine. I had to jimmy on extra tight.
You sure? Oh, girl, bitch, not menace to society.
Shit, I had to give it to y'all. You ain't about to put no babies on me.
Well, you know what? Going back to the episode that we had for the unpopular opinions, if you guys haven't listened to Don't At Us, then definitely go check that out, because I got a comment, and I want to preface what it is that I'm about to say by, I absolutely welcome your feedback. We welcome your feedback for every single show. It doesn't matter.
I gotta tell you, I don't give a fuck sometimes about the negative shit. Can we be real right now? I don't want to hear that shit going. I'm joking, y'all. Go on.
Okay, so, give the feedback, share what it is. Don't be afraid to, send your little emails, do what you got to do, whatever. So
absolutely.
I received a DM from somebody, and she basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, she basically said that she really loves the show. Like, she really, really McDigs the shit out of her aunties and everything. However, she said that what she doesn't like, she said it's always a turnoff because both of us have said this before, that God was petty. And she said she didn't like that because she felt that, God is a wonderful and just God, and we should probably move away from talking about how petty God is. And so I was like, okay. I said, well, listen. I said, okay. I said, just you listen to the next episode, because I'm going to address that publicly, just in case other people feel the way you do. So I got on Google. Now, let me tell you guys this. I'm going to plead my case.
I feel some fuck shit is afoot, y'all.
Listen, nigga. I back in 2014, fun fact about me, you guys, I rededicated my life to Christ, and obviously it didn't work out completely. We're taking a little break. I love God, but I just needed like a break from the super hard religion and hardcore Christianity shit that was coming my way. I just couldn't take it. But while I was, rededicated and everything, one thing that I committed myself to doing was reading like devotionals, like, going to different apps and, the Bible app and reading different devotionals. Well, while I was reading, that's when I first learned how petty God is. And anybody that followed me on Twitter at the time can attest to the fact that I was like, y'all, God out here playing hood nigga games in these cities, because it was something, don't get me to talking about, to telling you like the exact Bible verse and shit, but it was something that God wanted these niggas to do. And I want to say it was maybe like in Egypt or some shit, or maybe it was Where the fuck is the Nile? Where is the Nile at?
You asking me? Ain't it Egypt?
Ain't it in Egypt? Okay, bitch. That's right. Okay. So it was some shit. It was some shit that God wanted them niggas near the Nile to do. And them niggas was being rebellious. So rather than God saying, oh, okay, I see what's up. He said that. But he was like, I'm going to send 1 million frogs to your city to plague the goddamn city since you want to be hard-headed. And then in another incident, it was something else that he asked them niggas to do or he wanted them to do. And they didn't do it. He was like, cool. All you niggas finna get lice. Every last one of you, your animals, y'all finna get lice. And then in a third situation,
girl,
it was a third situation, and it was again something he wanted I think this was something to do with the slaves. He wanted some slaves to be set free, and they were like, nah, nigga, we gonna do what the fuck we want. And God was like, word? I'm gonna put boils all over all of y'all bodies, bitch. So listen, young lady. I don't know what Bible y'all be reading, or I don't know if y'all get like the edited version. You might not like the way it's said, but the fact still remains, God is a petty nigga. Whether you might not want to use the word petty, but listen.
I think that's what it is. Petty stings a little bit. It sounds a little harsh. I think that's where the...
Well, I don't. Maybe we can just call him the P-boy or something. I don't know because, but no matter how you slice it, God is petty as shit. Because all the things that you can do to a group of people in a city. How do you even come up with? I'm gonna put boils on your body, bitch. Like, how do you even come up with?
Watch this. I'm about to send all these fucking frogs. Watch this.
So you don't want to do what the fuck I said? Check my footwork, ho.
That's exactly what that is.
I love the shit out of God. I really do, because God be blessing a nigga all the time.
Same.
Even in moments when I feel like I don't even deserve it out this bitch. At the same time, I recognize that I worship a petty nigga, and that's fine. I'm fine with that, because sometimes you just got a point to prove, okay? And maybe that's the boils, the lice, the blood, the frogs. All of that shit is his way of saying, look, don't fuck with me, all right? Okay? So we don't mean it offensively. We don't mean it offensively. It's just fact. Feelings ain't ever been facts. It's just what it is. You might feel a way, but facts still remain.
Feelings ain't never been facts.
They ain't ever been.
Go ahead and jot that down.
And I know what you jotted it down for, bitch.
Because a young Giannis, she gets it going with these little tags. Shit.
Well, we can X that off the list of things to do for post-production.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, we are gonna move right the fuck along, I guess.
Do you not have my last smash or pass, you motherfucker?
That's what I was about to get into,
I'm
nigga.
Sorry, girl. Go on. Go on.
Oh, you know what? Before I get into the last smash or pass, let me ask you a question. And I don't know if we've discussed this before. I know you might. I think you have mentioned it on the show before. I was having a conversation with my ex-boyfriend. Me and my ex-boyfriend have been talking a lot lately.
Come on, old work. Come on.
We've been talking a whole lot like lately. Not in that way, not like some, hey, let's bring that old thing back type way, but it's just just having like a conversation and everything. And this was somebody that I dated we dated when we were younger, and then we had like all this, space time between us, and then we ended up dating again for like almost, I want to say about 3 years or so. And so we were having like a conversation, and he was telling me that we were talking about the type of people, that we date and things like that. And he said, he kind of almost, he was like, yeah, I date, I'm not into white women or anything like that. And he jokingly was like, I've dated an Asian girl, and, so talking about me. I was like, look, nigga, don't, bye, Drea, shut up. So then he said,
yes, so he's a truth teller, a gentleman and a scholar. Go on.
Go to hell, Drea. So then he said, you know, and I of course, like, he was like, I mean, I like black women and everything, and then he kind of stuttered a little bit. Right, he stuttered a little bit. So he said, I'll put it like this. I like to date women who, you know, understands that I'm a quirky, kind of nerdy guy. And
what does that mean?
Yeah. So he was like, I like to date women who understand that I'm a quirky or a, you know, kind of a nerdy guy. And then he said, and black women, and then he just kind of, you know, and I was like,
don't do that. Don't do that.
So what I wanted to ask you, because I know that you've mentioned before, like how, you know, you consider, and this is your words, this is not me calling you that, but you said before that you're kind of goofy and you like, you know, that goofiness or quirkiness in men. Why is it that black women get that tag of not liking nerdy, quirky men? Why do we get that?
It's just yet something else for them to put us to the side, for them to count us out. We got too bad attitudes are too bad. Just it's anything as an excuse not to date us. Something that they can say out loud that sounds good for other people as a reason why they don't want to date us. Oh, they attitudes are too bad. They don't even like nerds. They don't like good guys. They want a thug. They mouths are too big. They talk too motherfucking much. It's always something. Just say, I don't want to date black women because it's my preference.
And, you know, and I think that with him, I will give him somewhat of the benefit of the doubt, because I don't even think that it's necessarily that he doesn't like black women. I definitely don't think it's that. I think that I think that it's just, maybe it's been his experience specifically that he's met some black women. It ain't been me, because, you know, I dated him, like I said, for almost 3 years, so it definitely wasn't me. But here's my thing, you guys. I have a decent amount of black women friends. Like, I'll say in my circle, I have, like, you know, almost all my friends are black, and I have like a handful of white, you know, homegirls or whatever, but we just talking about the black ones right now. The black women that I know, with the exception of one that sticks out in my head specifically, who will tell you, I can't do nothing with no nerdy ass nigga, I need me a street nigga. Like, and the crazy thing about her is she is very professional, very successful. But she's just like, I can't do nothing with a nerd nigga. Everybody else that I know that I'm really good friends with. Is she single? She is, but she's landed herself in some fucked up positions to where she's almost lost like a lot of shit behind one of these street niggas. So
that's cause boom.
Yeah.
Go on.
So this is the thing. And, you know, if you are a quirky, nerdy nigga, I welcome you, goddammit, with open fucking arms. I personally can't do shit with a street nigga. I never had a I'ma date a thug phase. I never had a I'ma get me a drug dealer ass situation. Like, I've never had that, because I was dating this guy in high school even, and he would skip school all the time. So when he finally came back to fuck to school, I had written this nigga a letter, and I was like, sir, I'm gonna have to call this thing off, because this is embarrassing.
She wrote a letter.
You remember, listen, in the 90s, you know, that was the way we communicated. We passed
honey, that was our text messing. Yes.
We passed a fucking origami ass letter to niggas real quick.
Yes.
And I was like, listen, you keep skipping school and shit. I ain't got time for you. Like, I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to graduate with honors, and I can't be dating a nigga who don't even show up. So that right there solidified for me the type of person that I like. I love a quirky nigga. Don't get it twisted. Right. All you ladies out here chasing, you know, I gotta have a nigga with a whole lot of swag and shit. Listen, as long as he fucking you the way you need to be fucked, and he's treating you the way you need to be treated, why do you want a nigga with a rap sheet?
Come on, somebody.
Why?
Now, I'm not gonna judge, because a young Drea back in the day, she kept herself a little thug on the side, but that was because I was a whole savage out there in these streets. But I wasn't.
Drea a savage? No,
that's the thing. No, I didn't give a fuck about anybody's feelings but my own. I attribute that to me being young, of course, but like that was. I wasn't a rat or nothing like that, but because of me being who I was, the thugs, they like good girls. They, I was a virgin back then. Oh, you a virgin, huh? You a good girl, huh? They fucking ate it up. So I attracted nothing but these goddamn street dudes. They ditching school and shit. I'm ditching school. Oh my God, we're gonna get caught. I'm doing all that. But when you know better, you do better. Right. That saying is so true. As I grew out of that, and I got when I got my first serious relationship out of high school, that was the dude that I was with for 7 years. Like, he's L7 like to a T. There was no thug nothing. After I graduated, baby, we got to do better. Right. I'm on something bigger and better. That doesn't fit in my plan at all in life. So you got to go.
When I was at UNC, I was out at this bar. And I can't remember if it was in Durham or Raleigh, the bar that I was at. So when I say UNC, let's just differentiate, you guys. I was at UNC Chapel Hill. Now, I didn't graduate, but bitch, I was there. But I was at a bar either in Durham or Raleigh, and it was this real cute guy, really, really cute. Like, he had these smooth, silky ass eyebrows and real dark hair, dark brown skin. Like, he was a cute ass dude, and he.
Come on, Lloyd.
He was super cute. Did you say Lloyd?
Yes.
Listen, Lloyd can get every drip drop. Being
why
vagina,
I said
okay,
Lloyd.
Bitch?
Listen to it.
Yes, that's my type all the way right there. Listen. Let me put a pin in the nigga from the bar, bitch. You know what I like. That Lloyd, baby. And let me tell you something. He is even cuter in person, bitch. When I tell you that nigga got his girl, listen, you ain't gotta like him. It's okay. More Lloyd dick for me, bitch. Anyway, back to the bar. So this guy was in there, and he was cute as fuck, and we ended up exchanging numbers or whatever. Let me tell you, he was a lazy lay too. This was my first experience with a nigga that was lazy to fuck. He always wanted to be on the bottom. And granted, listen, I like to be, doggy style bottom as well. Riding is not my favorite thing to do. I'll do it, but I don't love it. But I feel like I'm giving you other things, so that makes up for it. But anyway, this nigga was extra lazy, super lazy. But so we're dating and everything, and I ended up finding out that he was selling drugs.
Uh-oh.
And yeah. And so I was like, oh no. As many times you done been in my goddamn car, like you done been in the whip.
No.
And we riding through the city of Durham. Like, now listen, for people who from North Carolina, y'all know Durham ain't always the safest goddamn place to be. No disrespect to anybody that lived there, but it is some bullshit that be going on in certain parts of Durham, right? So this nigga, I was like, sir, that wasn't the final thing that broke us up, but it was a huge thing. And I was just like, listen, okay, you got to keep that shit off of you while you're in my car, like in my presence, in my car. Like, I'm not finna do no bid because you want to sell some shit, or whatever. Like, I don't want it. And so, girl, I don't want nothing. Give me all the quirky, nerdy ass niggas. I love it. I love me a nigga I like a versatile nigga. And I want to be able to, go, even though I don't go to the club, I want to be able to go to like a little kickback with you, and the shit that's playing at the kickback, you comfortable with it. Yes. But then I can take you to some old nerdy shit, like we can watch Jeopardy and you can probably answer all them goddamn questions. Like, that's the type of nigga I like.
Yes, come on.
I can't do nothing with no nigga with no rap sheet, bitch. I can't do a goddamn thing with because it hit a little different when them niggas. I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut it out, girl. I'm gonna cut it out.
So, how did you find out? I'm sorry to bring it back. How did you find out that he was selling drugs?
Oh, Drea. Ask the important questions, Gail. Ask the important questions, Gail. So basically, I ended up finding out, like, in the craziest way possible. He and I were supposed to go on a date. Mm-hmm. And I got out of class. I, did my little bit of homework that was due for the next day, came home, got dressed. He was like, I'm going to come and get you at like 7:30. Like, mm-hmm. 7, clock rolls around. He ain't text me, called me, nothing. 7:30 gets here, no text, no call. 8 o'clock, we rolled to 9 o'clock, and this nigga still hadn't hit me up. You guys are not gonna believe this shit. Okay, so I, again, going back to what I've said on episodes before, I don't have a concept of danger at all. Sometimes I do like some really like, oh, I probably shouldn't have did that shit because I could have got shot or I could have got fucked up. So this is one of those situations. So I hopped in my car and I drove to his house and was like, because bitch, I know the fuck you didn't have me get super cute and rush to do my work and shit, and you just not showing the fuck up. So you better be over here dead or some shit. So I get to his house and I noticed that there were lights on in his apartment, and the door, like I noticed that his little car was there, like, Mm-hmm. And I go to the door, and as I'm about to knock, like I literally put my hand on the door to knock, and it opens. So my dumb ass ain't thinking, bitch, don't go in there, because why the fuck they door unlocked? I'm not thinking about that. I'm like, I'm about to go in here and start calling out names and, like, what the fuck? So I go upstairs to his room, because he had a roommate. I go upstairs to his room, and he in the bed with somebody else. So I literally, like, I've never been a I'ma attack the bitch type person. I literally tried to fight him. Like, I literally had to, and so his roommate comes and literally picks me up. It was like, no. And he, my boot fell off and everything. And like, I'm swinging, trying to wiggle and get out. Like, how fucking dare you, bitch? And so what ended up happening is I get in the car and I start calling like my friends. And I was like, listen to this nigga. I'm still sitting outside. And the girl that he was fucking, I noticed that she walks out and she starts walking kind of down the sidewalk and didn't really see me in the car. So I crank up the car and I start riding beside her. And so I was like, well, how long y'all been fucking? Like, I literally just rolled down the window and was like, how long have y'all been fucking? And so she was like, can I get in and talk to you? And I was like, I guess. Like, so come on.
Awkward, but sure.
So she gets in the car and she's, crying and she's apologizing and shit. And she said, I really do not. She was like, that was my first time, sleeping with him. I promise, it's the truth. And she was like, I really feel bad because I was sleeping with him to set him up. Like, my boyfriend, the reason why the door was unlocked was because my boyfriend was supposed to come in and set him up, like, to rob him. And so I was like, bitch. And so, listen, so I pumped that gas. I was like, oh, you need where I need to drop you off at, because you got to get out. You got to get out, bitch. So I got my foot on the goddamn gas and, like, I'm going, like, oh, I got to get the fuck away because this is trouble all the way around.
Wow.
And so, she apologized. She was like, I promise I normally wouldn't do anything like this. I never sleep with people's, nigga or whatever, but he really wanted to set him up. And I was just like, yikes. That shit hit a little different when you feel like you about to get fucked up too. I ain't ever drove my ass back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina so fast in my life, bitch. And that was the end of that. So I ended up finding out that way. I was like, set him up for what? Why was y'all trying to rob him? She was like, you ain't know he sell? I was like, bitch, what you mean? And she was like, you didn't know you was dating a nigga that sell. I was like, looking at that apartment, what the fuck he sell, like little dime bags of weed every other week? Like,
wow. Oh, honey, you've lived a life.
Girl.
Who knew? Who knew?
A thug in these streets.
Wow.
A thug in these streets. So yeah, girl, that's how I found out my nigga was slanging a little taste. Trash nigga.
I see.
I saved his life. I feel like he owes me a check.
At least give me $5 or something. You could have been marked off in this motherfucker. The fuck?
Girl. Okay, so off me, on to you. Mm-hmm. I got a last smash or pass for you. Mm-hmm. And this one, we're going to call it, So you grown now. You grown. You grown. Okay.
Okay.
So here's your little options. Mm-hmm. First option is gonna be Diggy Simmons. You're grown.
Hold on, bitch. Cause I know where this is going, bitch. And fuck you.
Oh, no. I hooked you up. You gonna be happy with the selection, bitch. I hooked your ass up. I ain't playing you this
boys.
week. No. I promise it's not. It's called. Okay. Oh, so you grown. That means like, oh, so you over 18 now? Yes. Okay. Holla at your auntie.
I thought you was about to hit me off with Russie.
With the booger wall. Okay, so Diggy Simmons is your first one.
Okay.
Your second one is gonna be Quincy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Albie Shore's fine ass goddamn son, bitch.
Quincy, yes.
Listen, I got the you know that meme, the little African boy talking about some, hey boo. That's how I'm looking at Quincy every time he posts a picture. Hey boo, hand up and everything.
Yes.
And your last one is gonna be Romeo Miller, Master P's son, with that body. Now, listen, but hey, he got a nice body. He ain't cute in the face. He got a porn stash.
A lot of people that got nice body. Shit. Give me something to look at.
So who you choosing?
Okay, let's just get Romeo's ass up out. Just get him out real quick. We don't even need to be a factor. I'm not even going to talk about him last. Fuck that. He's out. Let's go with a young Diggy for smashing. I feel like I can teach him something. He still looks a little wet behind the ears. Still like, I'm still getting to know my body, and I know how to have sex, but I'm not that great at it. So,
girl, he looked like he make love. He looked like he
that's
really
what
make
I'm
love. Yeah,
but you gotta love the person to make love. do I have the terminology wrong or no? Like, I feel like he's not that good at it, and he needs a seasoned woman to teach him what to do.
Oh,
so
Lord.
I'm gonna go ahead and don't Lord me. So I feel like I'm just that woman to go ahead and step in and show him the ropes a little bit. Now, my husband, I feel like, is going to be a young Quincy. I feel like we'll grow together, we'll love together, we'll live together, and things will be beautiful. I can see that union being beautiful.
I feel like every single time you set yourself up to have me fuck your husband, like I don't be wanting to do it. I don't be wanting to fuck your nigga.
People that you want to fuck.
I don't necessarily be wanting to fuck your nigga, but
girl, I don't want to play with you no more.
I mean,
every single time.
1 week it was Trevante, now you want me to fuck Quincy. Like, I don't understand why you literally toss these niggas in my vagina and say here.
And that's okay. All I'm going to say is do it if you want, cause I'm ready.
Okay.
I got all the smoke for you. Fuck
bitch, I'm ready too. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring the smoke. I got the gasoline,
okay.
bitch. I'm ready. Yes.
Okay. So for your last smash or pass, we are going to call this, instead of Full House, this is going to be well, I can't say the White House, but we'll just say White Bays from Full House. How about that?
Oh, bitch, wait till next week. Wait till next week. You goddamn wait till next week, bitch. You wait.
What? Yeah. What's the problem?
Cause you listen. Cause no.
No. The fact that you gave me Trick Daddy, bitch, I know you not talking about nothing. You shut your mouth talking about, ooh, wait till next week. You done set me up a few weeks.
I got
a few weeks back to back. So no, you get this work and you marry one of them, goddammit. So the first one on the block is going to be a one. Let me see. Should I say their regular names or their character names? Well, I'll do both.
Maybe the
That's
character.
Fine.
Yeah. If you know the real name, though.
We have a one Danny Tanner, which is played by a tall beanpole called Bob Saget. She likes the thin mints, y'all. Y'all know that. She like the basketball player. Bob Saget is a basketball player, Bill.
Bitch, no the fuck. What basketball player he built like, bitch? What basketball player he built like?
Paul Gasol.
Girl.
Isn't that his name?
Ooh.
That's fine. Okay. Second on the block is Uncle Joey, played by a Dave Coulier. Cut it out.
Oh, wow.
Y'all remember him?
Wow.
Cut it out. I'm sure we all did that in school like some assholes. So the third one, a juicy Greek god. A one John Stamos. And I wanted to say this earlier when you brought up the uncircumcised diddle. John Stamos has said that he is not circumcised, but in this hold on. In this situation we'll circumcise him. So he's circumcised in this scenario.
Okay.
I think I know the order that you're going to do, but go on.
I bet you don't. I'm gonna, okay. Oh, shit.
What is this, hard?
I'm gonna have to, yeah, it really is, because I'm bouncing between two. I'm gonna have to pass on Joey. Surprise, bitch. You thought, didn't you? You goddamn motherfucking thought. Yep. I switched it. Yep. So I'm gonna have to pass on Joey because, you know, I don't like thick niggas, and Joey is a thick nigga, and he's not only thick about the body, he's thick about the chin and the jawline. So I'm gonna have to pass hard on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and, against my better judgment, I'm gonna smash Bob Saget.
What you mean? Bob might have dick.
No, Bob ain't got no dick, bitch. You see the mom jeans he used to wear back in the day? Not dad jeans. He wore mom jeans.
That's wardrobe.
He wear tighty. Even his stand-up comedy, he would wear the mom jeans, bitch. And you can tell he wear tighty whities, and I don't like niggas who wear tighty whities. But now I will say this. In fairness, I did used to think that Danny Tanner was attractive because I love, again, quirky ass niggas, and that's exactly what the fuck he is. He's quirky as fuck. So
good. He's a good man, Savannah, and a good dad too.
Yeah, but didn't he do some like racist stand up or some shit that got him in trouble a couple years ago?
No, he didn't. Stop trying to find the bad in these people.
But then I'm gonna have to, of course, go all the way with that goddamn John Stamos. Listen, that nigga like a whole ass bottle of Greek goddamn wine, bitch. I don't even know if they make Greek wine. But God, he got them dimples and that beautiful dark hair.
Yes,
listen, yes. I want to go to Greece just because I want to look at the niggas. I want to look at the men.
I'm gonna tell you something. That trip can happen. You let me know.
Bitch, listen, y'all want to do
like the sisters out there.
Listen, I'm with it. I'm so fucking with it that I will get on fucking Priceline right the fuck now while we recording, and I will start pricing flights, bitch, because I am. First of all, we would get a beautiful view. That's one.
Ooh.
Two, we gonna eat real fucking good. We gonna eat real good, bitch. But then three, the niggas, I would be a hoe out in them streets. Everybody can get a taste. Nigga, I love me a dark-haired white man, okay? I love it. And then Uncle Jesse got the nerve to have them dimples, bitch. Now, I know he busy trying
I love dimples.
Oh, I got them.
I know, you asshole. Go on. I got him. Somebody don't get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, he probably feeling away since Aunt Becky's sitting in jail or some shit right now.
Baby,
stealing ass.
Hello and good day. We're gonna touch on that in a few.
Okay, we'll get. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna last with Uncle Jesse because that's a good look, bitch. That's a real goddamn good look. Listen, Uncle Jesse, I know your meat is covered. I know it's scattered, smothered, and covered. But baby, listen, we can pull that shit on back and work it out. Cause
I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but extra meat. Chia.
Listen, I would. This mouth would recircumcise that nigga. Okay, it would circumcise his ass. I'm down for the challenge. I'm down for it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I'm knocking it, bitch. But for him, I'll make an exception.
I can't stand you. Okay, so since you mentioned, and I brought up the Full House bays, because we are going to touch on a little something that I would like to call Dub 2B2, or white women behaving badly, as you like to call Lifetime.
I was about to say that I call Lifetime that. The white women behaving badly channel.
Right. Or because this isn't all women, we could just say white and wealthy behaving badly. So Dub 2B2, anything that fits in that. That's what we're going to touch on. We're going to touch on a young Aunt Becky going to jail or no. So if you haven't seen in the news, you guys, I read it was about 50 people involved, 50 families involved, that these rich dumb motherfuckers, they were paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their little stupid ass kids into college. And they were trying to get they were trying to get their kids into like USC, Harvard, Stanford, so-called, the upper echelon schools. So these dummies were paying all this money to have their test scores fiddled with, the SAT scores fiddled with, all kinds of stuff just so they can get in. Oh, they had the kids' faces photoshopped on athletes so they can pass. So they can pass as proof of their extracurricular activities. You know how you gotta have that in your little college applications. So they were going just
wait a minute.
I'm
sorry. Wait. I didn't ever read that. So hold on. So these families were having their kids' faces photoshopped. White people ain't shit on every day that ends in Y, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
So they doing all this just to get their kids through to college. I feel like I don't think they thought it through enough. Like, I really think that they were like, watch how this white work. And they figured they can pay off whoever real quick and it'll work, as time has shown white with money works. But all they had to do, like, they didn't even have to do all the test score bullshit. All they had to do was buy or donate money to the schools for a new building. Like, that's, if you're a donor to any of these universities, at one of the places that I worked, matter of fact, that's all that you had to do. You had to donate some money. You get a building named after you. Your kids are like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you gonna take all that money, decide to do the wrong shit, get caught, now you're facing like all this instead of going to Coachella. Your stupid asses should have been at the house studying. Instead of you're posting your goddamn Instagram videos and your all this stuff, you should have been studying. You're doing YouTube videos, you should have been studying. Now your mom got to go to jail for your. When I read that, bitch, I was like, my God, white didn't work this time.
It definitely didn't, but it just kind of speaks to the fact that black people really be out here having to overcompensate for a lot of mediocre shit. Like, and they not even really mediocre, because they're paying and can't even outside the club and can't even get the fuck in for real. Like, they really can't get in. I was completely, like, I haven't read a whole lot about this. Like, the only thing that I did pick up on that I didn't realize before was that Lori is married to Massimo, the guy who is in Target, or used to be in Target and shit.
Really?
Bitch, ain't that a fun fact? ain't that a goddamn
Wow.
putback? So I was wondering, honestly, when I heard about it, my first thought was, where the fuck is she getting this goddamn money from? Because is she getting like residuals from the show? But bitch,
Residuals
she married
ain't
to
that juicy.
Listen, she married to a man with some money. Like,
right, so she could have easily donated $1 million or $2 million to the school for a new building. Like that's her children in easy.
Right.
They didn't even have to probably do an application if they did that.
Right.
Girl.
Yeah, white people out here whiting, as they always do. And
oh, honey, sometimes you got to. I know that people want to think that their children are fucking geniuses. They want to see their children in the best of lights, and I get it. I fucking get it. If I had kids, I'd probably feel the same way. But
right.
Sometimes you gotta just come down to the real world and know that your child ain't shit. And they need to go the same route that a lot of us had to go, which is start that young community college and then transfer.
Right.
If you knew that your child didn't have the grades from jump to get into a university, they are going to have to work for it. Point blank, period. Ain't no money going to buy your child a college education, because if they're in there, then what? They're just going to fuck up your money and fuck up their grades in college instead of just in high school. Like, the whole process is stupid.
Well, let me tell you this. Now, I know that when I was at UNC, it was you know, secret, but not so secret that, you know, like even with the athletes, because I was, you know, paid to write papers, like, you know, somebody, they famous now, and I'm just like, shit, I ought to like bribe and say I'm a tail or some shit.
This motherfucker here.
But I ain't got no proof. But yeah, so my thing is, like, even if they go to these schools, you know, it wouldn't been lost, you know, at all, because they probably would have continued to pay for them to, you know, to appear as though they're excelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're willing to pay to get your child into the school, then of course you're gonna make sure that you do whatever you got to do to make sure that they get to stay. So that's just wild to me. Like, imagine you bragging and shit to your friends about, I'm in such and such a school, because I think it was USC, like as far as with Lori Loughlin and her kids. So I think it was USC, which is if I'm not mistaken, it's a pretty prestigious school in California, right? Okay, so you know, imagine you bragging like, oh bitch, you go to that little community college. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm at USC. I'm at USC, and then the headlines come out that your mama paid to get your stupid ass up in there. God damn. Just look at you, looking how you looking now. Go and turn them comments off on your YouTube, boo. I know people reading you your rights, and that's not fair, because them niggas, they taking away the opportunity. You know, they used to say that about us. They're taking away the opportunity for other people to get in who are more deserving. They used to say that about affirmative action. Black people get into all these schools or whatever because of affirmative action, and you know, you're taking away the possibility of someone else who is earning the grades, who's doing this, who's doing that, all on the strength of you being a whole ass nigga with a hard ER. And now look at y'all looking how you looking, white people. Now I'm side-eyeing every white person at a prestigious university like, how you get here?
Exactly. Your parents got money. And since we are talking about, I'm going to quote one of our great scholars of our time, Gia. Not all of us can go to college.
I feel like I'm about to hang up.
Some of us got to use what we got to get what we want. That was said by a one Ebony in the Academy Award winning Players Club. You know,
I just came here to dance. That's
it. So I feel like, you know what, kids position them, even make them feel like they need to do something like that. Use what you got to get what you want. And I mean, do your fucking job as a kid. Your only job as a kid is to get fucking good grades. What the fuck? You don't have to pay bills. You don't have to work if you don't want to. A lot of parents are just happy with you bringing in good grades. What else? What are you doing? Girl, that's all I got on that.
And And my thing is too, like, you know, it kind of reminds me of, or it makes me, not reminds me of, but it makes me ask, like, you know, these parents are willing to go like super hard to get their kid in some, and I wonder, did the kids go to the parents and say, I really want to go here, or is this their way of paying for them to live out some kind of dream for them? Like, you know,
I bet you it's they living vicariously through their child.
Right.
I guarantee that's what it is.
I need you to live a certain way and look a certain way because this is the type of money you come from. This is the type of family you come from.
Yeah.
So it's just wow. Listen, reminder, you guys, you know, even for you younger people who are out here, even right now, y'all probably in school majoring in some shit that you don't really want to major in because your parents done pushed you to do this because, you know, working a little job isn't enough, or, you know, majoring in dance like you want to, but you're majoring in, you know, biochemistry or some dumb shit like that. You majoring in all this extra hard shit that you don't really want to do because you're trying to be impressive and everything. Listen, y'all got to start living your life for you and doing what you want to do and being honest about your shit. Like, be honest about your shortcomings. Like, be honest about the shit that doesn't interest you, because I'm telling you, you know, it's all well and good, but that shit hit a little different when them final exams hit you and your ass don't really know as much as you done lied and pretended like you do.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes, child. And you know, and thinking, well, while we're talking about school, I was thinking looking on the Book of Face, as I tend to do, and I gotta tell you, some of my old classmates, life hit them a little hard, and I was wondering, like, do you see old schoolmates, like from grade school, on Facebook or any social media, and think back like, damn, you used to be cute, or like old boyfriends from school?
Girl, I see, like, when I look at my classmates, and I don't know if any of them niggas is listening to this shit, but you know, I'll say that a lot of the men, a lot of the black women pretty much look the same. Like, I'll say that, you know, with the, you know, couple pounds here and there, you know, it's all good, but you know, it's like, still look the same. Some of the niggas though, I'm gonna say some of the niggas and almost all the white people, yeah, they
that age hit a little different.
It just life hit them in the throat. It hit them in the throat. It's been a lot. Like, I be looking at some of the niggas that was like super duper hot, like, you know, like they were, you know, might have been a football player and it was just hitting, just looking good. Just looking good, okay? But now it's just like, wow, yeah, no thank you.
Right, and that's what I was thinking when I was looking at these dudes. I was like, oh God, my God, like, I used to go hard for you, and this how you look, this how time did you.
This is what life was all about for you, huh? The whole goddamn time. But and yeah, I think the white people that I went to school with, like, I just think that they just aged how, you know, they were gonna age. Like, I look at a lot of the white people and I'm just like, wow, we're the same goddamn age, and you yeah. How unfortunate. How fucking unfortunate, bitch.
That time clock sped up on you a little bit at some point.
But you know what? That's a perfect segue to something that I wanted to say. I was gonna say this shit earlier. But have you been, like, on the blogs and looking, you know, like on Instagram and things like that? Have you been seeing any of the goddamn clips from the B2K concert, bitch?
I saw, to be honest with you, I saw maybe one, possibly two, but definitely I saw one.
Let me Let me tell you
Razby
something.
was dancing for his life.
Baby, listen. Let me tell you.
He was giving motherfuckers their money's worth.
I was like, I'm so happy that my ass did not buy, because I was going to get some for me and my sister. And I'm so happy that I did not buy them tickets, because, baby, when I tell you Razby is out there with a point to goddamn prove, he is hitting every fucking corner of that that dance routine. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Omarion, J-Boog, I ain't ever expect much from Lil Fizz, because to me he was just there, and I never expected him to. But baby, when I tell you J-Boog and Omarion is just there to collect that check, and that's it.
Right.
They dancing
and I
like
expected different from Omarion.
A girl,
he's an actual dancer.
He is a for real dancer. Like, I want him to give us the same goddamn enthusiasm that he gave us on them BET Hip Hop Awards when he came out with
get scatting across the fucking stage. Yes.
Listen, he ate up the entire fucking floor, but not at that concert. He is dancing like he is on a hard Ambien pill. Like, I'm just, listen, nigga, I'm just here.
Really?
And I'm sure that's sad, because he has a big dick. That has nothing to do with that.
Hey, yo, Barbie. Hey, how you doing?
That has nothing to do with anything. But Omarion is fine as fuck. Listen, and
yeah, if one day you wanted to be nice and add him to my last smash or pass, I'd appreciate it.
Well,
but
now wait,
as you the asshole that you are, that ain't gonna ever happen.
Oh no. See, because let me go ahead and say this. Let me say this. Now, I could very well, I might surprise you a couple weeks from now. I might throw that in the bag
gonna
for
give me
you.
Marcus Houston, y'all. That's the surprise she has in store
you gonna get
for
a
me.
you gonna get a you got served one for sure.
Okay.
But hey, now listen though. Now you do know Omarion is a midget too, right? You know he a midget. Now I don't think you like short niggas like I like short niggas.
I've dated short people. I've dated dudes my height exactly and a little bit shorter.
Oh, see, now you taking it too far, bitch. Shorter.
No, I mean, let's be clear. He was only maybe about 2 inches shorter, but yeah, with me wearing heels,
Drea,
bitch, I towered over him.
Only 2 inches shorter. You say that like you 5'8" and you not.
Hold on, bitch.
I know I'm short. I embrace I embrace my shortness.
I wasn't gonna talk about your shortness, but you ain't about to put my shit on Front Street like I ain't got height on my side. Bitch, in heels I tower, bitch. I am a fucking Amazon.
Okay, everybody
recognize
towers.
A real one in front of you, bitch.
Everybody towers with heels on. I'm talking about when
everybody ain't able. Don't do
no,
me.
Listen, everybody has a nice little height to them when they got some heels on. But bitch, I'm talking about you dated somebody a whole. That's where I gotta draw the goddamn line.
I don't know if it was a whole 2 inches, but I looked down at him a little bit. Like we weren't like forehead to forehead. I know that much. Shit, my forehead probably ended where his began, maybe. But he was a good guy. Like, I'm telling you, you look at my past, my exes. You would see similarities, but as far as the people as a whole, you be like, I don't know what the fuck Andrea's type is. This bitch, I know she like them bald, but that's the only common thread with all of them is that they were bald. But I like a nice chocolate dip. Go on, I like that too. But
I love, like, I literally just had this conversation with my ex, though, the one that I told you I was talking about. Like, if you were to put every man and every woman that I've ever dated in a lineup, and you looked at it, would be so, besides black, it would be so difficult to figure out like what my type is, like, because you would almost think that I didn't have one. Now I tend to gravitate, like, as far as fucking, I tend to gravitate towards the same type of nigga. They're usually like 5'7" or shorter, like they're usually dark. They usually have
vagina wants what she wants.
Listen,
that's it.
As long as the dick is hitting for some shit, I couldn't care less about what that height is doing. Now, you're not about to be midget Mac out this motherfucker on me now,
right?
But you know, I'm not a height snob, and I like what I like, and but I don't know. I ain't ever done a nigga that's Yeah, I don't want to see the top of a nigga scalp. I'll put it like that. I don't want to see the top of a nigga
he
scalp.
Wasn't. No, he wasn't that short where I was looking down at his scalp. I can't. And let me put a pin in that. To any of our shorter gentlemen listeners, no shade to you, sirs, but that's not what we've experienced in life. So we're gonna go ahead.
Well, let me no. Let me add a asterisk to that, because to that pin. Now I'm barely 5'5", like I barely made it. Like when I say barely made it, like I could literally be 5'4" and like whatever the number is right under 5'5". I could literally be that. So I'm not tall. Now, listen, if you are chocolate and we see eye to eye, or if you're chocolate and like maybe I can't see fully, but I can almost see if your hairline receding or not without having to stand on my tippy toes. Listen, that might still work for me. That might still work.
Shit hit a little different when you see that bald spot glistening.
Listen, shit hit very differently when you ain't got a fresh cut. And I know that your
cul-de-sac is popping.
I know that your time is coming on that hairline, nigga. Like, shit hit way different, bitch. It hit way the fuck different. So I have something that I keep setting it to the side for you, and I don't know why I didn't bring this up before. But I wanted to get your opinion on this, and just to kind of see like what, how you would handle this situation. So this is, I think I got this from, I want to say maybe I got it from Facebook. I don't know. But, so here's the scenario. So last night, my husband's phone rings at 11:45-ish. The number is not saved in his phone, so I answer it. It turns out to be a female friend of his that I told him to cut off, which he did. So I guess that would explain why the number wasn't in the phone. So, okay, whatever. She asked me, was he up? And would I wait? No, ma'am. No. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go on.
She asked me, was he up and would I wake him? I told her he wasn't, and he wasn't budging. She asked that I try again and have him call her back because she really needed his help. We hung up and I rolled over and I went to sleep. I told my husband about it this morning and he asked what she wanted. I told him that she didn't say, she just noted that she needed his help. He called her back, and it turned out that her car broke down on the interstate, and she and her daughter was one exit up from ours, and AAA said that they wouldn't be able to get to her for over an hour. They ended up waiting 3 hours for AAA and didn't make it home until well after 3 a.m. Was I petty for not delivering the message? What say
Nope. Nope. Bitch, let me tell you something. My husband is not your man's. The young man that you made a baby with, that should be your first call.
Right.
Or if not him, whomever other male friend you have in your life, that should be your first call, not my husband. If he's already cut you off because I've requested it, because I found you inappropriate for whatever reason, that's not your first call. AAA, like you did, should have been your first call. Now, it's unfortunate that you were in there in the car waiting for 3 hours. Now that's AAA's fault. But don't motherfucking call my husband again unless you want to see these hands. Thank you.
See, this is my thing here. And this is just I guess I just want to put this out to the world. Because I'm based on this scenario, I'm gonna just assume that they really were just friends and they're not fucking. Like, my husband is not fucking this bitch. So let's just assume that it was a very innocent situation and she literally called because she was one exit away from my home. Here's my thing. Ladies, let me tell you something. A lot of you are like me. You got your little fuck buddy out in these streets. This is somebody that's more than likely maybe coming over your house, or you're going over his, you guys connect genitals and then you go about your separate ways. Let me tell you something. if you find yourself in a bind of it, that sort, or like even if it's something as small as you being $50 short for, because maybe you ran into like a fucked up situation and you're $50 short paying for your cell phone or whatever. If you can't call the nigga that you're fucking presently,
ooh, come on, somebody.
Not a past nigga, if you can't call the nigga that is presently having you go pay for fresh waxes, making sure that you know what I'm saying, you keeping yourself, like, I mean, you should be keeping yourself right anyway, but I'm just saying, you know, you go a little extra when you know you about to get some dick. If you can't call the nigga that you're fucking to help you when you're in a bind, stop fucking him. Okay? So my thing with her, you know, I would have been the asshole on the phone with her, like, hey, so who,
hey,
you know, so who are you presently sleeping with? And she probably would have said, excuse me. And I would have like, well, I mean, who is it that, you know, comes over and has like a little pickle tickle with you on occasion? Who is that person? I want to know.
I want to know why you thought my husband was the first call.
I want to know as well, because my thing is if the nigga that you're fucking ain't gonna wake up out of his sleep to come and give you a jump or change your tire or do whatever the fuck that AAA is gonna take too long to do, I highly suggest that once AAA comes and fixes your shit, you remove that nigga from the rotation and you don't fuck him anymore. I wish the fuck I might open my legs for a nigga and I say, hey, my tire is flat. Can you please come over and can you help it? And this is actually a good little thing, because I had a situation with my tire like a week or two ago. And I literally was like, I didn't want to call my insurance to have them come out, like send somebody, because when, you know, anytime you call your insurance, they put like a little note and they be like, oh bitch, so you doing shit. Let's think about raising that premium when it's time for a renewal. I just don't trust it. So I casually didn't even think. I casually mentioned that I was waiting for somebody, like one of my friends who was really busy or whatever. I was waiting for somebody to come and fix my tire. And fuck buddy was like, well, why the fuck you didn't ask me? Like, what's wrong with you? Why you didn't ask me? And I was like, come over here, young man, and get you some pussy for offering.
you deserve.
You come over here right the fuck now, young man. You go ahead and listen. I didn't have him do it because I knew that the person who was coming, like, we had some other shit that we had to, so it wasn't a big deal. And it wasn't a big deal that I couldn't drive for a couple of days, because it just wasn't a big deal. I worked from home, so it wasn't a big deal. But listen, if that nigga don't either volunteer when you say that you got something going on, or you're uncomfortable with asking him because you feel like it would be too much because he would say no, you need to stop giving him the gift, sis. Stop giving him the gift.
But this is the thing, though. A lot of these dudes, they would, okay, what they are looking at as we just fucking, that's literally it. Like, they are just having sex with these people and they're looking at something that you're describing, that's something for your man. I'm not looking for a relationship. I thought we was just having fun. Okay. That's the thought. I'm just saying that's the thought process.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying it like if a dude were to tell me that, like I'm like, no, like, yeah, we are just fucking, but either or, I'm giving you pussy. Like, I'm literally giving you pussy. Like, even if I was to go and be like, listen, I lost my bank card and I'm at the wax center. Can you cash at me, however much my wax costs? Can you cash at me so I can pay for it? You better not fucking tell me no.
No, like, I don't care. I don't care if it's a little heroin. Now I eat Starburst with the wrapper still on.
So listen, you better cash at me some money. Like, I personally... thankfully, I have not been in a very, very long time. I haven't been in a situation where I needed somebody in that way. Like, it's been a minute or whatever. But I feel like, if I'm fucking you then you can open your wallet. Like if I say that I need something, like you, and it's not like I'm coming to you and saying, hey nigga, pay my goddamn rent or some shit like that, but if I'm like $20, $25, change my tire, bitch.
Oh,
come
Gia,
on.
bless your heart. You are talking about a generation of men that are bringing up pre-dating. Baby, ain't nobody paying for no tire.
Well,
shit hit different when it's for real. When it's a real scenario.
I don't know. I've never ever been in a situation where somebody that I've been having sex with and they told me no. Like I'm fortunate in that. Like I've never, like, if it's something, and I'm not talking about monetary things, like maybe I needed something, heavy lifted from my car that maybe I had no problem rolling it out in the cart, but I didn't want to carry it up no flights of stairs. I didn't want to have to drag it down the hall. And hey, when you before you come and knock on the door, just meet me at my car so you can carry XYZ in the house for me. Okay, like I just feel like these niggas out here, before you call my husband bitch and before you get your ass beat for thinking so, you better scroll through your phone and call Ernest. Oh wait, you can't call Ernest because Ernest ain't got no goddamn car. He be using your car all the time. You better tell Ernest to take an Uber and come help you out.
Ernest probably the motherfucker that been wearing your motherfucking tires down that got you on flat now. Shit.
Listen, I would go off.
I already feel some type of way, and going back, and I don't care if I'm gonna keep on bringing this up because it showed me everybody's ass. When my grandmother passed and I posted that Instagram video about me flying out and if anybody had any air miles, bitch, a few exes actually saw that video because you could see who views the Instagram videos.
Right.
A few exes saw my video, didn't say shit. And I said, oh baby, thank you. God shows you who's in your corner, shows you your people in different ways, and that was an unfortunate way. But I said, oh, mental fucking note made. And not only exes, but the motherfuckers that be in my fucking face if I post a fucking picture or video, eyeball emoji, heart eye emoji, all them same little stupid ass little dudes saw it, didn't say shit. I said, oh, boom, okay, gotcha.
Thank you so much for showing up and showing out, bitch.
Oh, thank you, bitch. Thank you. Because that showed me a lot. But that type of mentality right there, you can't even, like, say something, even send condolences. That tells me the type of people that are out here right now. Right. And which is why I don't see it far-fetched for a dude to not offer assistance to old girl.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that's far-fetched because these niggas are definitely a different breed. I just, they have all these expectations. These are the same niggas who want you to have a full-time job, come home, take care of their ugly ass kids. They want you to keep the house clean. They want you to keep the house clean. They want you to fucking cook. They want you to go in the bathroom, get showered, get clean and everything, and then fuck they tanky ass dick. And then they want you to wake up and repeat. But then they want you to split everything 50-50. And I'm just not a 50-50 type bitch. Especially if you expect me to do all of this other shit. And I don't even, I was watching a discussion on fucking Facebook where this nigga was like, well, I don't expect my woman to cook all the time. I can cook sometime too. Okay, well, nigga, I'm still not paying half of the goddamn mortgage. So you doing extra. Like, thank you. Appreciate the meal, little nigga, but I'm still not paying half the mortgage. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
All the while, again, they shape like Beysus love. And it's like, we're back at square one with, don't ask for shit that you cannot match or provide. Period.
Don't do it,
That
bitch.
is it. That is all. Please. Okay. We have, and you know what I was looking for? I was looking for a sound bite this week that I can play to you
ma'am, you just be the goddamn good horn that God blessed you to be. And let's move.
So, wow. That was the Apollo. I gave y'all the extended Apollo version.
Okay,
That's
ma'am.
the horn. You ain't shit. You're supposed to be encouraging me, and here you go tearing my fucking dreams down. I'm trying to do a little something for the people.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I had another point, but I completely, you know what? The moment is lost now. Go ahead. We're moving right along. Fuck me.
Come on, what happened?
Nigga, okay, but it was going back. It was going back to, it was.
We done went back plenty of times on the other shit. We fine. Shit.
So it was, I was just gonna make the point, like, you know, just kind of going back to like these niggas being, you know, further solidifying, you know, their trash place in this society. I was reading some comments or whatever, and somebody asked Chingy, you know, and that song.
I don't know why that was hilarious.
Somebody asked Chingy asked, you know, in the song right there, he said, or right there, I'm sorry, give me what you got for a pork chop. She wanted to know what the fuck that meant. This old sorry ain't worked in a whole lot of years ass nigga gonna say
what does it mean?
He said that he said basically, if I take you out on a date, that means you're gonna give me some pussy.
Wait, for a pork chop?
Girl, basically, bitch! So like give me some pussy for whatever I feed you. If I take you out to eat, then that means that you're gonna have to part ways with some pussy. And again, if men don't understand why we think they're the lesser goddamn species, bitch. I wish the fuck you would take me to fucking Waffle House and let me get a goddamn pork chop and some scattered, smothered, and covered hash browns. And then you like, okay, yeah, so
this is my whole ass vagina we're talking about here.
Niggas ain't
you
shit.
Don't get wow.
Girl.
For a pork chop.
He could have kept that goddamn definition for the rest of his broke ass life. Now,
Chingy, don't.
Now, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. Ratchet Auntie might sit on Chingy face though, cause his lips are nice. I
lips
would sit
on fire.
Girl, listen, I would cock this leg up like the good auntie God intended me to be. I would sit on that man's face.
Chingy can definitely put his face right there. I'm not mad at that.
All over there. Quick. But bitch, it won't be because you took me to go get a pork chop. I know that much, God damn it. Okay, so your horn.
Okay, so the title of this email is Shrimp Dick Saved by the Bell.
Okay, so leave him, girl. Leave him alone. Show's over. Leave him alone. Show's over. Gia don't do little dicks.
She don't even need to hear the rest of the letter. Okay, the letter, it goes, hello ladies, I'd like to get your advice on how to politely tell a grown man that I can't with him. So I've been talking to this man for a few weeks and he's alright. But before I invest any feelings, I need to know what that mouth do and what the dick looking like. Mm-hmm. He was definitely giving me big dick energy, so I had to find out. I'm 35, by the way. Well, head game is great. But the dick was very small. I can't with how they typing this up. The dick was very small. Not small, but very. I immediately started drying up thinking I didn't come to bump pussies.
That's all you can do with a little dick nigga is trim. That's all you can do is scissor that nigga. Because nothing's going in. You might as well bump pussies like it was meant for it to happen. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, she says I immediately started drying up thinking I didn't come here to bump pussies. What the fuck? I need my back blown out. Mm-hmm. Ugh, such a disappointment. My alarm went off and I thanked the universe. It saved me from having to make up a lie on why I wasn't going to put that baby dick in my mouth or my pussy. Mm-hmm. I haven't spoken to him since. Signed, Lisa from Saved by the Bell. So I don't know if this was just a story or if she was asking our advice. Well, she asked us in the beginning, how to tell him that she doesn't want to deal with him anymore.
Girl, you were literally saved by the bell for real. And the fact that y'all haven't talked since the incident happened, basically, sis, you need to look at that as your out. You don't owe him an explanation for a motherfucking thing. Y'all aren't together. Y'all didn't fuck. Like, you don't owe him an explanation for shit. Now, if he hits you up, and like, hey, New Edition made a whole ass goddamn song. New Edition made a whole ass goddamn song where Ralph Tresvant spent 2 goddamn verses and a bridge, bitch, basically saying you're not my kind of girl. And listen, you gotta tell that nigga, hey, first of all, don't disrespect me by texting me again. Cause no,
don't disrespect
me. But listen, I appreciate the mouth, but I don't think that sexually we're gonna be compatible for reasons that I'm very sure you're aware of. Because this wouldn't be the first time. Listen, I'm not sparing no feelings on small dick niggas. Nope, I don't have a heart, bitch. Because this is the thing. When you're out in these streets bumping these niggas up, it's almost similar to women who have sex with men and they make noise and do a whole lot of bullshit when they're not being pleased or satisfied. I'm not finna do that. So if you hit me up on some old shoulder shrugs, what's up? Like, why you disappeared? Nigga, your dick disappeared. Your dick been gone. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for small dick men. I don't want you.
They can't do anything about it. Why don't you have sympathy?
Listen, because don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. If I wanted to bump pussies with somebody, there are plenty of ladies that be sliding in my goddamn DMs on Instagram. I could make that shit happen. I'm not about to sit here and clap cats with a nigga. I'm not finna clap cats, bitch. No. So if you hit me like with the and the thing about it is if he sends a text message, Drea, talking about what's up, nigga, a bitch done told you before that your dick is small. You've looked at porn and you know that your dick is small. So no.
He can't help it.
Okay, and that's fine.
But what if he feels like the connection that they had was greater than his small dick, and he's like, what happened? What's up? I thought we was good.
He need to unfeel it. He need to unfeel that connection because listen, honey. There will never be a point in my black ass life where I'll ever get caught slipping and end up in a whole ass situation where I have to find out right as it's happening that a man does not have enough dick to satisfy me. I told you ladies, I got caught one fucking time, and ever since that nigga, and he was uncircumcised too, and the only thing that was sticking out of my hand, remember I told you the story about the dude I went on a date with? I told it on I don't remember what episode it was, but you guys can go back and listen to all of them. But it was,
come on.
He only had some turtleneck meat sticking out the top of my hand. The rest of his dick was like at the bottom of my palm. And so I got caught one time. I'm not going through the motions. I will never put myself in a position where I feel obligated to fuck you just because we're already going through it and your dick is small. I'm very quick to step up and say, nah. Like, I don't even have to say anything beyond that. Bitch, the answer is goddamn no. We are not fucking. I'm not interested in being with a man who cannot sexually satisfy me. And if your dick is small, then you absolutely positively cannot satisfy me. And I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you any just a nice little parting gift. I don't owe you no complimentary pussy because I'm already wet and we going
complimentary.
There. I don't owe you shit. I don't even owe you a response to your bitch ass text message. I'm not interested.
True.
I'm not giving you shit. Fuck you and your shrimp dick, bitch. Lisa, you were saved by the bell, and you should feel blessed that God intervened because he knew that you was gonna show up and show the fuck out with that little cause you can finger yourself, girl.
Oh, honey. I feel like I wouldn't dismiss him by telling him about his small dick, because like you said, he's aware that it's small. I would just say, you're a nice dude, but I just don't feel a love connection.
Okay, see, you guys, this is when we see. Listen, when we did our introduction, you guys can go back and listen to it. It's about 2.5 minutes. Drea said that she is the sweet auntie and I'm the spicy one. Or no. She said we're a sweet and spicy combo. Guess which one is which? Bitch, I'm spicy all day. So you're not
spicy gonna tell you your dick's small.
Listen, so you're not putting your extra spicy curry shrimp dick in my mouth, bitch. I'm good. I am forever good. Bye, ugly. I'm not. Listen, I don't feel like I have to say to the nigga, hey, listen, your dick is small, so I don't think it's gonna work. I just feel like if I were to get a text message from a nigga and I was saved like Lisa was, and he was like, so, what's up? I would probably just ignore it. Now, if he pressed me again, if he pressed it like had the nerve to send a question mark in the text message, like,
but see, you already hostile because that's not outlandish. That's not a bad. I just want to know what's up. I haven't talked to you. What's going on? Did you get my first text? What happened?
I mean, I might temperature check.
You already feeling some kind of way that first text come through. You already irritated.
I do, because I'm irritated that you thought so. You thought so, Jermaine. I gotta give this nigga little dick niggas. Listen, Ernest is gonna be the broke niggas who ain't even trying. They incapable. They ain't shit. Jermaine is gonna be what we gonna call these little dick niggas. Jermaine. We gonna call him Jermaine. Oh, Jermaine, get the fuck out my phone. Don't send me another motherfucking text, bitch. I don't want it. I'm super good. I'm good. I mean, I wouldn't have. I feel like I wouldn't have to bring up the fact that his dick is small. Like I wouldn't do that. But now,
I'm saying,
if he hit me with the, so when we hanging out again, little dick nigga, never. That's when I'm gonna be offended, because your shit is small. Like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing it,
Jermaine?
Little Jermaine, little JJ, little JJ.
Bye. You know what? Okay. We gonna go ahead on that note, bitch, because you don't know how to act. Gia, do you have any final words for the people?
Hey, I got another good one this week. I'm on a road. Now listen.
Oh, she coming with the wisdom again?
I'm gonna hit you with the combo, like Super Bitch say.
Okay.
Super Bitch. This is a short one.
The big boots.
This is short. I saw this and I figured I'd share this with you niggas. But next week, don't expect, because I'm tired of you motherfucking. Listen, I'm tired of closing this shit out like I'm goddamn Jerry Springer, bitch. That's not who I am.
You shouldn't have even started. You should have just kept on your road of ain't shitness, and we'd be fine.
Okay.
This bitch want to get all deep on us, but I'm with it.
Okay, well, this is the last one for a while, because I'm tired of feeling Mr. Rogers up in this motherfucker. So, stop setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
Ouch. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I feel seen. My God.
Listen, hey,
that knocked the wind out of me.
And I had to do that one because of a conversation that we had about making sure that you reciprocating, what it is that you asking for out of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
so, hey, stop setting yourself on fire.
One, two.
Stop setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm, bitch. Stop doing it.
Honey.
That shit hit a little different when you out here burning up and these niggas is cooling in the shade.
When they roasted marshmallows off your ass because you sitting there. You guys feel okay?
You still good? You still good?
Don't
worry about me. Just a little hot. Just a little hot. I'm good though. I'm good.
Right. Can you move over to the side a little bit? It's a little too hot now.
But yeah, you guys stop doing that shit.
That told my life.
Yeah.
I am constantly lighting myself a flame for these motherfuckers. Oh, honey, let me get my life together. Clearly I need to journal some things out, sketch some shit out, and get my life together.
Amen.
Whew. Another hot one by the. Come on, snap it up for the young Giannis.
Everybody,
leaving us with some.
Everybody, show me some love except for Jermaine's. Okay, everybody but Jermaine.
Okay. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye, guys.